Every trash can be a treasure, right? Why not to try and turn those completely out of place elements that you probably wouldn't look at them, you wouldn't put it in the art project. Me too. I got this bag years ago on the yard sale, content 50 cents. I have no clue what's inside, but looking at it doesn't look attractive at all. And I have some leftover, some plastic things, broken elements, things that should go to the bin. Let's use them. Let's make some art. Let's do it together and turn our junk elements and our trash elements into some piece of art. Let's do it. Let's see what's inside this bag. For some, it can be a bag full of junk, full of rubbish, and for some it could be a bag full of treasures, isn't it? It depends how we look at it. This was just added to some other purchase, I believe. I can't remember. We have some broken jewelry pieces, some sort of metal elements from some plastic ones as well, things from like a belt. You know what? Let's just have it all. Let's just try and see what we can do with it. I also have chipboards. Many of you have mentioned to me, would you ever make a video using some leftovers, some it's called what you call this, it's the negative space of the chipboard. So I thought, why not to actually do so? I have plenty more. That's only a little part of it, because you can imagine, you just keep on collecting, isn't it? I am really bad when it comes to collecting those elements. I am just hoarder, that's the word. But once I have this project, I knew that I will make a project someday with those, so I kind of were apprehensive to throw them away, since I knew I may use them and I may need some nice elements. I don't know, because even if it's like a random, I'm gonna try to make some pretty composition basically and see where this will take us. I have similar chipboards leftovers, which makes it just a little bit maybe nicer. I don't know. It's still a total improvisation. But most definitely I'm gonna try to do something that will make some sort of sense, because putting rubbish, putting anything and everything just like that, it will just be like everything in one place without kind of sense. So I'm trying to, even using leftovers, I'm trying to make some sort of good looking composition set. So I'm trying to see what could match nicely together, and I think by matching similar shapes and sizes of chipboards could work nice. I'm gonna use some gel medium to basically stick and add my chipboards to my canvas. That will be the easiest way to go about it, and I will stick all of those. For very long I wanted to do a chipboard leftover canvas. I have seen one really nice inspiration over Pinterest for months and months and months, and I didn't see many other. So there's one, I can't remember the author. There is one project I have seen and it looks really nice, I have to admit. So I thought, you know what, maybe it's time for my version of kind of using leftovers. And then the idea came, because I've asked you today what sort of project you would like to see. Many of you said altered items, and I was really tempted to do that, to make maybe a jar or maybe some project. But again, exactly, I didn't have really anything to alter, so except the jar, but I thought it's too simple, maybe, I don't know. So I figured, no, maybe not, maybe, But many also were saying about canvas, steampunk canvas or canvas, mixed media canvas. So I thought, okay, well, I've done a canvas recently, but maybe I can do something totally different. And then all the ideas started coming together when I thought about canvas, when I thought about using, and also people said or were asking me many times, please use some really not so costly items. So I thought, okay, putting 1 to 1, then 2 to 2, and thought this could be nice and fun and interesting as well, because the effect that we're gonna get, oh, this is gonna be really interesting to see. our final look, isn't it? It's gonna be really, really interesting to see. You can see that my nails are a little purple. I was doing face painting today and all day yesterday, and having a craft party on Friday, so I was very busy weekend with kiddos, and we had craft parties on Friday. There was 15 girls, and I had face painting jobs from 12 till half 8 in the evening, so it was all day face painting yesterday, including face painting adults. We had christening and we had a kid's birthday party, so busy, 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 busy indeed. My hands are still, I cannot wash them off. I said, okay, I'll just leave it as it is. As you can see, I'm just adhering some gel medium on top of my chipboards. That way I be sure that it will stick and nothing will go anywhere out of place, basically. That's it. That's the plan anyway. And I'm gonna attach those two as well. Our chippies are glued, and I'm gonna use my Tim Holtz scissors for the first time because I can't find my ordinary scissors. Let's see how good are they, as everyone says. In my eyes, scissors are scissors. I had them because, I don't know, I just got them some time ago and never used them until now. And I'm thinking, call me crazy, but I'm thinking that this is so heavy. I'm thinking to stick this. This is like a part of clothing, isn't it? And it could be quite interesting. It could be quite interesting to add this. I have no idea what to do next. Where we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna have to be forced probably to add some bit of flowers to make this pretty at all. I have no idea whether this actually is matching anything or not. It's just looking crazy so far to me, but you know, crazy, why not? Good crazy maybe. I feel like just basically trying to see where this could lead us and what could be done with it, but I don't have much of a idea where are we going with it, what sort of composition are we making here, whether this will gonna be complete disaster and trashy ending or not. Why don't we move on the side with our interesting looking composition, and see where this could take us, because maybe we go kind of here and there. I don't know. Another thing I have interesting that I found and thought I never used were the zippers, which could be quite interesting, you think? Maybe we could add them. I lift that. Maybe we could nicely add them somewhere, since they are matching nicely here. I don't know. I have few of them actually, so technically they could be here and there, added as an addition, an interesting touch to our project. I have no clue where I'm going with it, no clue at all, but I'm determined to make something special. We have some cassettes, but that doesn't seem to be anywhere near this project, so no, I'm probably gonna leave that. I have some wooden elements which again are leftovers from some canvases or from some earrings, so I may add things here and there randomly or not. I will definitely have a look what could be done nicely. You know, it's a matter of trying and be fearless, guys, because oftentimes we think that this is how it should be just because we are so used to it or we see others doing it. No, go for it. Break some rules. Don't be afraid. If it's not gonna work out, you're gonna think I'm a crazy lady that is here talking to you. Go for it, and it didn't work. But if it's not gonna work, that's it. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna think what I could improve in order to make it nicer maybe for the next time. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stop at that because I'm gonna forget what I'm doing, where I'm doing, and so on. But I wish to actually stick it, attach it. So I'm gonna start all over and I'm gonna place my zippers first. And I will try to glue them down, maybe. That's how I will do it. That's how I will start, by gluing my zippers. If you ask me why glue gun, why hot glue is not good, well, you could use hot glue, of course, but when you're adding all sorts of different elements and some of them are very heavy, some of them are not so heavy, I think it would be beneficial for you to basically try and use gel medium because it's flexible and it's not gonna fall apart after drying. You're just more secure with this glue over hot glue gun, basically. That's the difference. Okay, we have that, our piece. Let's glue the other two. My zippers are glued, so now next thing is to glue our sparkly element, and it's of course it's a fabric, so gel medium, any sort of 3D gel medium, heavy gel medium, multi-purpose gel medium, any sorts of gel medium would work. If you're a fan of E60 or something like that glue, I'd say so, it will be absolutely fine. I've seen people using that for the book covers when they're attaching fabric around it, so I would say yes, go for it. You know, when things works for some, it may not work for others, so you have to try it for yourself as well. I'm gonna go that a bit lower. Maybe not. That looks completely wrong, isn't it? That looks so bad, but I'm not losing my hopes. It's gonna be sensational. I really do hope. What about this strange looking string? Will that make anything to us if we go over? Oh, that could be interesting actually. Oh, but it's all trashy with all sorts of Okay, no, I wish this to be kind of more, you know, like in one piece, not in million piece. No, I have my own string here next to me, so let's pretend this is the trashy string. I have no time to fix it now, but it's very similar, so I think this could look quite nice, quite interesting, isn't it? I'd say so. I'm gonna put my glue gun on so I could actually glue it on the back. That's nice. And the other thing could be nice on the other side, maybe. Let's see. Let me just do it again a little bit, like this. Or we could just simply do like that. No. Go back. Okay. No, I'm gonna do it on the back. You know, it's quite always interesting to see where the project goes. Like, destination of this project is so unknown that it's nearly scary. Okay, I like that. I do love that now. It's adding a little bit of interest, something else. I like that. Let's leave it. The heavier elements are gonna be here anyway. So, speaking of heavier elements, what if we will do this here? This here. Now, for those who are gonna shout now in the video, well, watching my video, you are covering the most pretty bit. Oh, what's the point of covering that now? Like, I can't predict how I'm gonna use, I cannot kind of guess where the project will go. Mixed media and layering, it's all about layering and covering, and so bits and pieces only sticking out, and maybe this will, maybe this won't. I don't know. And that's the beauty of it. I have no clue in 10 minutes where, what sort of stage this will be. So trust me, bear with me. And if I'm wrong, that's okay. And if I'm not, we may learn something nice from from this project together. It is trash turned into treasure. It meant to be interesting, so I hope we all agree on that. This is a bit too high for me. I don't like that. It's quite... But what if I do this here, maybe underneath it, and then this is gonna be higher, and this will nicely join on my circle. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's just move on and see, because I'm not that convinced about it. I like the first idea, which was the little bits and pieces. So let's see if this will be anywhere nice. No, sometimes it takes time to just put it in here and there, play around and see. Maybe we, you know, change our minds and just have it completely differently and move on and find another piece. If I have that planned, it would be much easier, isn't it? But I don't. I left it for the experiment to do it with you over then off camera and say, oh look, this is what I came up with after 5 hours of trying. After 5 hours of trying. I may do this off camera in a minute. I don't know if this is not gonna work for me. I wish to hear your opinions now. I wish to hear your voice. Maybe this trash is just too trashy to use. Maybe. And maybe we should stick with just the wooden elements here and there and see what interesting could be. But you see, if I be adding those big elements, they have to be added at first, because they are the biggest. So either now or never. Because then when everything is nice, adding such a blobby thing like blop, blop, you know, it will be probably too big. It won't match, da-da-da. So either now or never. But maybe never. Oh, okay, I like that. Okay, I'm in it. Okay, I'm gonna play it as it is, not wait for my mind to be changed about it. I quite like it, and let's go for that. I'm adding just gel medium now, my friends, so this will just be easier to glue, I hope anyway. Okay. Now it's quiet. Okay, this, let's add some gel medium to that as well. And that. Make sure you have plenty of that. Plenty of your glue. Maybe like this. Now that's going to be interesting to add, because this is much higher. The plastic element is much higher, but let's just go for it, guys. Let's just go for it. I may add a little more here on top. Okay, it's not, most definitely it's not there, but you know what? I will actually stick that circle in there. Now That looks awesome to me. Despite and taking into consideration that the elements were literally out of the place, out of this world, I should say. What is even that? Club, Madrid, sad, something. I have no idea. I'm sorry if I'm ignorant. I have no clue what's that. Shape-wise, interesting. Should be used. I think should be used and loved. And if when nobody wanted to love it, let's try and give it a second life. Okay. I'm quite funny the way I use gel medium. I'm quite clean person. I don't like a gel medium go all over the place and everywhere. So I tend to keep it quite clean. Even when I feel that something is sticking out like now, I take it away with my brush or something. But this is just a very personal thing. It's nothing to do with the project being better or worse. No, nothing. Completely, totally nothing. Okay. Let's move on to round number 2 of placing our elements. Okay, I like that. Maybe even I like that. What you think? That is so strange looking, and you know what? Let's go for it. And that's it. Let's not think too much, because if I think too much, I may end up with nothing. Well, maybe not nothing, but if I think too much, I most definitely will be overthinking, and no, let's not overthink this time. And let's just go for it and enjoy the unknown. I hope you are enjoying that with me too. And did you grab some elements? Some strange elements that could be easily your trash or your treasure. Okay, that is nice. I love that. I love how strange and beautiful this is at the same time. You know what? Yeah. If it feels right, probably it is right. I don't know why, but it is. Okay. I do feel that we should do something here, just a little touches at least, something. You know, just a little bit of a interaction with the other end kind of thing. So if that makes sense, if that makes sense to you. I'm sure you have plenty silly elements like that, silly looking elements like this. Those are wooden with the holes. Wooden I forgot. Wooden earrings is the word. Those are wooden earrings. Before I started recording my videos, before I went into mixed media, I was into decoupage, and I have been decoupaging bottles and jewelry and books and all sorts of things, you name it. And of course I'm left with thousands of things that kind of they don't make any sense now, but like today, why not to try and chance it and see if this could be used again in a different way. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And instead of thinking what a piece of crap that is, let's just try to love it. Oh, without that, I love this as it is. Without that, that was too much, and now it's perfect when I took it away. Small things sometimes matter the most, guys. Small things. I wonder now if you are watching it with your cup of coffee in hand, or you're watching in the studio when you're creating something yourself, or maybe you're watching it with your husband or wife. By the way, I shall say hello to every single husband that is listening to my voice for past week or two or months or year. And you probably could recognize my voice, or your pet is able to recognize my voice. And when I hear those stories from you, trust me, I love hearing those. I love hearing those. And when I was in UK teaching, I had a privilege to meet husbands and to hear about that. My camera died, so I've added this. And speaking about husbands, I have met Max and Julie husbands, and they greeted me in the hotel, and they said that they've heard my voice zilliard times. It's like nearly knowing me, so that was really nice, kind and funny. We could laugh about that. And Audrey's husband, a lovely gentleman. We had quite a number of chats outside together, and also Diane, that is always bringing by her lovely hubby, and Sharon, a new person that I have met, and her husband. I think I scared him actually more than anything. But yes, it's amazing that ladies are dropped or brought by their husbands, partners, friends. It's just amazing. I'm always amazed by this, that the passion that people share about craft, and the husbands are kind of part of it, whether they like it or not. That's how it is. Okay, guys, without any further chats about it, because I think I should stop in here and see where we are, and maybe dry that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I won't dry, but I will gesso it now. Maybe, yeah, gesso would be a good idea, I think. Everything is still pretty wet, but I'm gonna be gently just gessoing everything what I think that won't move, basically. And I'm not gonna waste my time on drying as yet, so I can just go roughly here and there, gently with my brush, gently with my gesso, and just add the white gesso. Why do I do it? Basically, it's for you to prime your elements in order to color it or spray or using paint. So basically, thanks to this gessoing part, it will be easier to add any sort of pigments on top of that, because the surface is going to be prepared and painted for our further experiments. So that's basically the idea. You could use black gesso, you could use white gesso. It is up to yourself, however you wish to work on. Today I'm gonna use white gesso, and I'm not too sure what I'm gonna use to color it. I haven't planned anything yet, as you know, but most definitely I can work around my surface with the white gesso while elements are still drying, and I come back to you when everything is gessoed. One more thing just came to my head. So to all dear husbands, if you are not too sure what's that about, the whole crafting thing, you don't have to know. But the bottom line is that Emily would say that to Lucas, happy wife, happy life. So basically, this is probably the best of explanation that crafting for us women mostly is a way of spending our day, our afternoon, making friends. Sometimes it's like art therapy. It helps us, it shows us things, it builds our confidence. It's a way of spending money as well on something different than cosmetics and clothes. And most definitely, it's our passion. It's something that we're passionate about, and we love it and we enjoy it, and it makes just us happy. And that's the most important part. Whether it's a mixed media, art journaling, maybe making sewing or needle felting, I don't know. Whatever that is, it's all about creativity, being happy, making things workable for yourself, and making pretty things for ourselves or for others, sometimes making a business from it and sell pieces. It takes time, everything takes time, but you know, it's something that it makes us happy. So if you still, dear husband, are not too sure what's that for, trust me, you're not the only one. All of the husbands are thinking exactly the same. But why is this? For what is that? Look, don't ask any questions. Just let her enjoy it. Help her out. Support her. Because without your support and without helping to build shelves in our studios, or when you just I I don't think you have to really see the beauty in it, but even just kind of, I don't know, supporting in a way of acknowledging that there's something nice made and just appreciate the time spent, it would make such a difference, you know, because it's hard to feel appreciated by others. So crafter to crafter will appreciate others, that's for sure. Maybe that's why we are in craft groups and making crafty friends, because we are much easier to be and feel appreciated by the same people that feel exactly the same. So yes, that's for today. Chitty chat to all the husbands and partners and wives and those who are not really crafty but have a crafty partner. My Lucas always says that he's very close to open a group where it's going to be a supportive group for all the guys that are not crafty. They don't get the idea of what's that for. They have no clue what gesso is, or maybe they have a bit of a clue about gesso, but what is primer, what is this, what is that? No, that's too much of a hassle. So he says that the support group for men's is an absolute need for everyone to cry his eyes off how much my woman spent this week, or how much she is planning to spend, how much of a room or living room or bedroom is taken over from a crafty supplies. That's how it is, because we love that. That's it. And something else I found are those, I made those myself from air dry clay, and they didn't really work out that beautifully. I just put them away. Like, this is quite not the nicest shape, but you know what, since this meant to go to trash, I'm gonna cherish this and use it in here somehow and incorporate this together in order to make something interesting, right? Okay. I love it since the first minute, but I'm kind of falling in love again now. Each time I'm adding something new, it's very interesting to see how things can progress and change, I guess. I like that. What you think? I really do like this. I really do think this looks interesting and different and nice, and yeah, I'm gonna stick that here. So I will add loads of glue, lots of gel medium here, because it's a very 3D element and it has this empty space in there, so quite hard to be added, but I think we will manage. And I think it should be there. It should be there. Some jewelry piece, interesting piece, I guess. And this as well. Maybe this would be nice. I made those from Prima resins, from Prima marketing resins, but honestly there is hundreds and thousands of all sorts of beautiful designs of resins, so have a check on them, have a look yourself, because the choice is massive. I'm not fan of that plastic there, so I'm gonna cover this up gently, delicately, and just get over it, and goodbye. Goodbye, hello and goodbye. What about this here? Too much? Well, you know what, maybe it is too much, but why not just go for it? Has to be like that, because it's this kind of thing that is, it's a brooch basically. So this is, oops, well, it's broken brooch most definitely, but basically this is under, so it has to be, yeah, I'll do that. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. A granny brooch, you know, and some sort of projects. It could be used when you were planning on some bit of some sort of down the lane memories project. Brooch like that could be a great addition to a project if you wish to keep, if I think the camera had a funny white color for 1 minute, I don't know. If you wish to keep some memory and stick it, and yeah, that's just a way. What else we have? I love butterflies, but this just does not speak to me at all. No, I'm sorry, you're not gonna stay there. This is a nice, very delicate, flowery kind of chain. Whether this be anywhere good, nice there. It's funny because it's very 3D. It's flat here in the flower, but the rest is very much not. No, I don't feel it, to be very honest. What's in this? Okay, we have a little touch of lace. I can add that lace. Absolutely. Yeah, lace is always good. Lace is always good. That's the truth. Lace is always good, no matter what. Okay. Beautiful. Now, what's in that bag here? I think we're nearly there. I think we're nearly there. I don't want to add too much. Oh, it's like a, I don't know, like a button, shiny button. Will this be in a favorite anywhere? I don't know. You have to feel a balance. When you're adding elements, you have to feel the balance. And by saying you have to feel it, that's probably it. You have to feel it or not. If you don't feel it, just don't go for it. I think, no. Oh, we didn't attach those. Let's just attach those first, and maybe the balance and the rest feel for it will come to us. Yeah, okay. Now, it's still the most fun and interesting part is ahead of us, which is the coloring part. So, okay, I'm gonna just lift that up and have those two nicely together, and this as well, a nice addition to a project. I love that. I cannot wait to see this dry. Okay. Okay. You see, I feel those two are there, so that's why I don't feel the balance somehow, something, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna stop recording and think for where to put it, because it takes ages to move around. I think there, actually, yeah, I think I have a feel for adding this there. And that's fine. That's a little heavier there, delicate there. We have some other jewelry elements like that. That's nice and interesting. Something different, isn't it? Something different. Yeah. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Or later, maybe later when everything is dry, done and dusted. So I'm gonna add gesso to my other elements now and leave it to dry. Everything is kind of nearly ready and dry, but I also thought maybe since we are trying to work on a budget here and things that should go to the bin, maybe we could add some elements with basically our hot glue and just have those nice kind of like a dots pearly thing effect by just simply using glue gun. I overheated my canvas. I was looking on Facebook on my phone and I was heating with the other hand, and I basically, some of the elements are kind of went a little different shape than originally I wanted it. But you know what, again, I'm not gonna be very much stressed over that. So as you can see, I'm just adding kind of glue gun as my embellishment, basically. What a cheap and nice way to add embellishment, and interesting at the same time. Be mindful, don't burn yourself. Oops, that kind of didn't go nice and straight. don't burn yourself, and just maybe have a run test outside the canvas, just in case if you're not too very sure of what you're doing. But it's very simple and easy, so I think you can most definitely try it out. Okay, I do like what I see, I have to say. And I cannot wait, really cannot wait for this to be finished, and we have a beautiful color to choose. I think we're gonna have to stick with a bit of a teal and turquoise thing because of this element that it's not fully covered with gesso. I just hadn't that enough patience to do so, and then I thought, you know what, oops, that's wrong, I'm gonna scrape that. And I thought, you know, that's kind of okay, don't touch glue. My glue is not that hot, so I can touch it with the fingers, but don't do it yourself. And I thought I can actually basically use turquoise and not to, or teal, whatever, whether it's the same or not, and just not to worry about it. And that's the plan anyway. So I'm gonna do it again. Maybe it will work this time. It did. Definitely better than the previous one. Where else can we add something nice? A little one here maybe. And a bigger one here. And one more. Oops. No. No, 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 no. Go away. I don't really like you there. Now let's make a run again. Okay. Let's do it again. Now. Okay. Okay. Now that's better. So that's our canvas ready to rock and to be painted. I guess we need to wait for the little dots and blobs to dry, and once this is done we are ready to to color it. Time for some spraying. I'm gonna start with my white spray, and I will just go into those areas here, and I'm thinking to go from the darkest here, and I have this beautiful beautiful teal color here. It's called Jack in the Pulpit Teal from Lindy's. Oh, it's not teal actually, it's more of a green. Let me grab some teal as well and mix that with this one. I have another one. I should check that before. Tainted Love Teal. Let's see how is that. Oh, that's more of it. And as you can see, it nicely covers up the tealy color here that was originally. But I took other greens and teals. I'll see how this will be. I like to mix all sorts of shades and see what will really looks best and what will I really love. Please use what you have around your house, and don't feel that you have to use what I'm using. Not at all actually. And now I thought to add a bit of yellow maybe. A little bit of yellow. You can't see. Okay. And here I thought of my favorite brown. Okay, what I'm gonna do now, I will first of all take a wipe and wipe off a little bit in the middle. I think if I can find a wipe and get it out. I think I wish to maybe take just a little bit from here, because I wish this part to be maybe kept the brightest. I'm not too sure yet. And I will dry this now and repeat my coloring process again. I'm not convinced about that brown actually, so I may wiped it off a little bit and try to cover it with maybe with yellow or green. I'll see. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that is better, most definitely. A little touches of yellow here. Why not? And let's try that. Oh. This is what we have so far, but I'm gonna add a little more still. And even this orangey looking now, it looks nice, I think, because of the brown being added and stuck it in there and cleaned it. It created this interesting look. Now, as you can see, I'm adding touches of yellow here and there just to kind of join the look and feel of the rest with my you know, that basically those kind of are not separated but together. That's kind of the idea how I see it. I have mixed up totally all sorts of greens and blues. I have no idea which I'm using. I don't really pay attention to that anymore. I'm just adding the color how I feel, and you can do same. Just enjoy the process of coloring. And I'm trying to blend in everything as well. I'm using my white to help out to spread the color and to kind of make it nice and even, maybe that kind of way. I like that. I like that very much. Now I'm gonna dry this now and concentrate on making sure that everything is nice and dry, and then we will do some highlights of the texture. Now, I wouldn't be myself if I wouldn't add some black. So let's just hope for the best, because I always say to my students and to you as well on YouTube, be careful about the black color. Because it could be, as it says, deadly, is that the word? It just could ruin your make, so watch it. Be careful of how you play with it and what you're gonna do with it. Okay, I hope that this will run a little bit and create some nice darker corner here for me. Where's my water? I can actually add some water to make this run and spray and move, maybe. That's exactly what I will do now. Yeah, that's better. So let's try that, or let's maybe add a little more. Who doesn't like black? I love black. I love black and I love grey. I do. I really do. And now it's nice as well where the lines are going, and it's nice that it is actually creating this nice effect around the kind of edges. And yeah, it would be probably interesting to do the same thing maybe on the other corner. Let's wait and see. Oh my god, I can feel it that I'm gonna be going, watch the black, and I'm gonna be going carried away myself in a minute. I feel, but why not? Even if so, we can just have fun and see where this will take us. Oh, you don't see it, sorry. I didn't see that I'm off camera. Now, I will add a little black here, and that's it. I hope this will be just nice now. I really hope. Something is tickling me here, and I don't know what. I'm a very ticklish person, actually. Okay, now sprinkle with some water and move that away. And let's hope that this will just be nice. And it is! Wow! Okay. Okay, I love it. I actually loving it and liking it. And it is definitely rocking my boat as it is. Totally loving it. Loving it. Okay. Wow. I'm quite speechless now. I am. Wow. That looks so much fun. So beautiful. Wow. Am I praising myself again? Sorry. That's it. I'm done with it. I'm afraid to destroy it in any sense. I'm gonna dry that now. This is nearly dry, but look at those tissues from wiping off. That should go into the journal page background. I will most definitely use that as my background because it's gorgeous. So let me put those things away and let's just see the canvas now. It's stunning. Oh my, I absolutely love it. We just have to add some finishing touches and that's it. Let's do it. Everything is dry, so I feel that it would be nice to just do a little bit of dry gesso and highlight those elements that are sticking out a little bit, and that way we will have nice highlighted texture basically. So I'm going delicate with my brush with the gesso on it, and I am just adding finishing touches to my canvas. Our canvas is ready and dry, and I thought about something else. I have this brand new texture paste from Ink. I never used it before and I am curious how this works, and I will just see whether this is really just a texture paste or maybe it will actually work as our like a you know, like Inca gold kind of way, that we can basically add a little touches of gold. And I think yes, we absolutely can do that if you feel and you fancy a little touches of gold here and there, and you don't have Inca gold, you don't have waxes, or use what you have around and see what could be nice and what could work in your favor, sorry. Even if you don't have the proper tools, you can just experiment and see what could be nice and work. And I think this is really good as a modeling paste, texture paste I guess as well, because it looks really nice and creamy and kind of you know, strong enough to hold the texture, I'm guessing. But today I'm not gonna check that. I will just add touches of this gold, yellow, orangey tint that will bring all the project together, because we have some orangey here, and I think by adding just touches of on the edges here and there, I think it will just nicely put a closure on the whole piece. That's kind of how I see it. It dries quite fast on my hand, I have to say. I'm not dipping my finger directly there because many times happened, or it depends on your experience, but I have experienced some products getting moldy, whether it's moldy, whether it's just changing its texture because with time, I don't know, and I'm not gonna be saying this or that, but I'm just on the safe note. I'm not sticking my finger then and there. I just use a palette knife, as you can see, and just rub it in. Okay, I think we are done and dusted. I added this word special as my final touch because this project is special, not only for those who are on the low budget, but for everyone. Please don't be afraid and ashamed of using low-cost products and no-cost products, trash and rubbish sometimes, leftovers. It's okay to use them and be proud of them and make some special makes like this. Maybe they're not perfect, maybe they never will be perfect, but they're yours, unique and special, and most definitely no one will be able to repeat that, even yourself. On that note, I will finish here, and thank you so much for watching my videos as always. And if you found it fun, inspirational, innovative maybe. If you found it helpful, please do share this video with your friends, crafty friends online. Pin it on Pinterest board, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos. And there's this little bell button next to subscribe button. Click on that because that will give you a chance to see every single uploaded video that I've added. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope it was fun because I really truly enjoyed this make. And till the next time, bye bye bye.